This is Mississippi Surge Weekly, hosted by Alexander Davis.
Welcome to Mississippi Surge Weekly on YouTube.com. I am your host, Alex Davis. Surge kicked off a busy weekend by hosting rival Pensacola Ice Flyers on Friday night. It was Mardi Gras night, and there was definitely a party atmosphere inside the power plant. The Ice Flyers struck first, but the Surge controlled the play most of the night, and Adam Stewart netted 2 goals on former Surge netminder Corey Malila to earn first star honors. Rob Campbell would add an empty net goal and give the Surge the 3-1 victory. The team traveled then to Columbus to take on the Cottonmouths in the Snake Pit. Columbus was coming off an emotional 4-3 overtime victory over the Knoxville Ice Bears. To kick off their Legends weekend, they saw a number of Cottonmouths alumni come back. The win gave them sole possession of second place in the SPHL standings, but Nick Eno made sure the euphoria did not last long. The big Surge goaltender stood tall against the Snakes, stopping all 26 shots he faced to register his league-leading 3 shutouts. Due to a call-up in the ECHL and the stellar play of keeper Smiley, it was Eno's first game in a Surge uniform since the end of December. Goals by Matt Ridley and former Snake Matt Canuni were all the Surge needed to deflate the Cottonmouths crowd and skate away with the win. Returning home on Sunday to face Magnolia State rivals Mississippi River Kings, the Surge were unable to keep the momentum going, running in the River Kings goalie, David Wilson. The River Kings goalie stopped 40 of 41 shots, including 19 of 20 in the third period as the Surge fell 4-1. Kevin Fukala capitalized on a 5-on-3 power play to get the scoring started in the first. Matt Whitehead's empty net goal sealed it with a minute and a half left. The February Blitz continues as the Surge have 4 big games this week, with the first 3 potentially having serious bearing on the SPHL standings. The Surge kick off a week on Valentine's Day in the Cajun Dome in Louisiana. Louisiana snapped their own 4-game losing streak by putting a halt to a 4-game win streak by the Surge on February 3rd. The Surge look to avenge that 3-1 road loss and build momentum going into another 3-3 weekend. The Ice Gators come to the power plant on Friday to kick off the weekend, and it's Ladies' Night as the Surge presents Hockey and Heels to support Gulf Coast Women's Center. Fellow I-10 rival Pensacola comes to town on Saturday when the Surge hosts their second military appreciation night. The Surge then head off to South Haven for a Sunday matinee rematch against the Mississippi River Kings. The Surge currently sit in 6th in the SPHL standings with a 19-17-3 record with 41 points after 39 games. The Surge sit just 1 point ahead of the Huntsville Havoc and 2 points behind Pensacola Ice Flyers, with a game in hand on each. The Ice Gators are just 4 points ahead. The Augusta Riverhawks are still atop the SPHL standings with 58 points, while the Knoxville Ice Bears and the Columbus Cottonmouths round out the top 3 with 51 and 52 points respectively. The Mississippi River Kings continue to sit in 8th place with 33 points, but have 2 games in hand on the Mississippi Surge and 3 games in hand on the Havoc. Last place, Fayetteville, continues to struggle and now just have 29 points. As a team, the Surge are 6th in the league with 116 goals scored and have the 4th best defense, allowing 121 goals. The power play ranks 7th, clipping along at 16.57%, while the Pinnacle ranks 5th in the SPHL, with the Surge killing off 81.54% of the chances against them. Between the pipes, Kiefer Smiley sits among the league leaders in wins, goals against average, and save percentage. The British Columbia native was named the SBK Player of the Month in January. The Surge have won 10 of their last 12 starts. Eno returned to the crease in spectacular fashion against the Columbus Cottonmouths, as I mentioned, and leads the league in shutouts with 3. On the blue line, James Isaacs and Matt Ridley have established themselves as offensive contributors. Isaacs is coming off a hot January that saw him rack up a goal and 7 assists, and he's a +3 in his last 5 games. Ridley has been a power play machine with 9 points on the man advantage and has 1 goal and 3 assists in 5 February contests. Scott Jinks and Glenn Cuccaro have stepped up their defensive play of late, and Nicholas Kukali leads the whole team with a +12 and +9 Versteeg Lippmann sits among the top 10 in the SPHL, scoring 43 points, but has struggled a bit after posting 15 points in January. Sean Skelly has also had a great month in January and has scored a couple of timely goals. Assistant captain Rob Campbell has shown some consistency this season, notching a point in 14 of the last 20 games the Surge have played since Christmas, including a 7-game point streak in January. Center Matt Noonan has really turned it on in 2012 with points in 13 of the last 16 games since the calendar flipped, and he has points in 6 of his last 8 games. Adam Stewart has picked it up as well with 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 6 games, including the pair on Mardi Gras night. Grant has played well since his hat trick against Fayetteville, picking up 3 assists in his last 5 games. Colin Redden had a 4-game point streak snapped on February 2nd, but picked up an assist in a 3-1 win against Pensacola. Center Nick Garan had a goal and 2 assists in his last 5 games. Tyler Burrell continues to be out for precautionary reasons, but Philip Ishii was brought in after spending time with Rio Grande Valley Killer Bees of the CHL, where he had 7 points in 17 games. The Alaska native notched his first Surge goal against the River Kings on Sunday. Billy Sears is picking up his game as well, with 3 fighting majors in his last 5 games. The Surge are hosting Hockey and Heels on Friday to support Gulf Coast Women's Center, and Saturday night is Military Appreciation Night as the Surge honor our fighting men and women and families who support them. That about does it for this week's edition of Surge Weekly. Come out tonight at Bob's Burger Factory in Gulfport to catch Hockey Happy Hour with head coach Jeff Bess and Mark Versteeg. See you next week.